Russian President Vladimir Putin is punishing Ukraine for attacking Russian targets. Today, Russia launched a massive aerial attack on Kyiv. It deployed missiles and drones. They went on to strike Ukraine's capital city. In fact, reports say the attack began around 4 a.m. local time. An industrial area in Kyiv was hit, a garage was hit, so was a gas station and a storage unit. The strikes triggered a fire at a warehouse and an industrial complex. Air raid alerts were sounded across Ukraine. They lasted several hours. This comes days after Ukraine destroyed a Russian Sukhoi Su-57 and claimed to also destroy 2 radars of Russian S-300 and S-400 systems in Crimea. So what you have here is Putin avenging the targeting of Russian logistics. It wasn't just the capital city, by the way, that came under attack this morning. A total of 6 areas were struck: Kyiv, Dnipropetrovsk, Zaporizhia, Poltava, Kharkiv, and Vinnytsia. And what was Ukraine's response? Ukraine's Air Force wrote on Telegram that Kyiv was attacked with 1 Kinzhal Kh-47M2 air-launched ballistic missile, 4 Kh-101-555 cruise missiles, and 24 Shahed-type drones. Russia also reportedly launched an Iskander-M ballistic missile. But could Ukraine intercept the incoming missiles and drones? Ukraine claims it shot down 5 out of 6 missiles and all of the 24 drones launched by Russia. As per the Ukrainian claims, 11 Shahed-type drones were shot down in Dnipropetrovsk. But does Kyiv have air defense systems to counter a Russian aerial offensive is the question. Ironically enough, Ukraine has S-300s. They go back to the Soviet era. And then you have the US-supplied Patriot missile system. Ukraine already has one of them. The US has agreed to supply a second Patriot missile system. That said, given the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's constant demand for more air defense systems, one can tell that Ukraine does not have enough to secure its airspace. Now, earlier today, some of the areas that were attacked were dangerously close to Ukraine's border with Poland, and as a result, Polish and allied aircraft were activated. Poland started scrambling its F-16 jets as a precaution. Poland said that it was taking, quote-unquote, all necessary procedures to ensure the safety of the Polish airspace. Now, this comes after Poland claimed that Russia had stationed 100 nuclear missiles in Kaliningrad. This is where Kaliningrad region is. It borders Poland and Lithuania. In fact, Kaliningrad is just 260 kilometers from Warsaw. Could Russia have really stationed nuclear warheads there? There's no way to confirm. But what we can tell you is that Russia has the highest number of nuclear warheads. We are talking about 5,889 to be precise. The US has 5,244. China, 410. And this is according to a 2023 report by SIPRI, or what's short for the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute. And here's something else one needs to keep in mind. Moscow claims it has deployed nuclear warheads in Belarus. And as I speak, Russia and Belarus are still conducting nuclear drills at land and sea. We have the latest visuals for you. Now, coming back to Poland's claims of nuclear weapon deployment in Kaliningrad, what is it supposed to mean really? Here's what the Polish Foreign Minister Radoslaw Sikorski said. This means that an attack on the EU is quite likely. Does Russia plan to punish the NATO for supplying long-range missiles to Ukraine? Look at what Moscow is saying. It says that soldiers and sailors from its Leningrad military district are taking part in the nuclear drill. Why is the mention of Leningrad important? To answer that, we must once again go back to the map of Russia. Look at where Leningrad is. It borders the NATO states, namely Finland and Estonia. Now, with that out of the way, let me read out for you what Russia's defense ministry has said. The personnel of the Leningrad military district missile unit are practicing combat training tasks. The crews of Navy ships involved in the training will equip sea-based cruise missiles with special mock warheads and enter designated patrol areas, quote unquote. Back to the question, is Putin preparing to punish the NATO? Is he building something big? Is he up to something big? Russian warships and the nuclear submarine conducted missile drills on their way to Cuba. As per the Russian Defense Ministry, the submarine Kazan and the warship Admiral Gorshkov fired high-precision missiles at mock enemy targets. The missiles were fired from a distance of over 600 kilometers. The Russian warship and the nuclear submarine are currently in Havana. Do you know what's less than 600 kilometers from Havana? Miami and a host of other American cities. What do you think the Russian war machines are doing in Cuba? Are Russian oil machines being oiled in preparation for a bigger war? At the front line, Russian forces have deployed a cutting-edge war machine, the Malva 152 mm truck-mounted self-propelled howitzer. The machine is highly automated, which reduced the crew's workload and also increases the rate of fire. The howitzer is equipped with advanced fire control system and has an integrated national system which allows for precise firing and improved accuracy. This war machine has been designed to provide mobile artillery support. Is it meant to support Russia in an extended war is the question. And just how far will Putin go in punishing Ukraine and its allies for attacking Russian targets? To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.